Hello violinists and violists, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Langerman and I'm a violinist in New York City. Today's lesson is going to be on bow hand flexibility. And this is actually a topic that I began a couple weeks ago. We had a lesson on that and I gave you 6 exercises to do without the violin. We just did it with the bow, and actually one was without the bow, just the hand alone. You can check out these exercises by clicking the link right up here or by clicking the link in the description below. Today we're going to have 5 exercises with the violin, and we're going to start with long tones, and we're going to add a twist to it because we're going to be removing fingers as we play them. And we're going to work up into the long tones. First it'll be with bow stops, as you will see. So I'm going to adjust my camera so that you can see. So we're going to begin at the frog, and you're going to make sure that all your fingers are curved, including the thumb, and we'll pick the A string. We're going to go from the frog to the point of balance, about a quarter of the way, and we're going to remove the pinky. Then we're going to go from here to the middle part. We're going to remove one more finger. Now we're going to go from the middle to the halfway point between the middle and tip, so it's in the upper half. We're going to remove one more finger. We have 2 fingers left. And now we go all the way to the tip. Now getting ready to go around, we place 1 finger down, go to the 1/4 up, then next finger down to the middle, pinky down. When you put your pinky down, make sure it's round and not like this, okay? Then we go to the point of balance. We got about a quarter to go, so for this part we're gonna actually lift our index finger because we don't really need it here. And lifting the index finger is going to help remove that extra pressure that we get at the frog. So doing this exercise helps you even out the sound between all the different parts of the bow. Now I'm going to put it all together so you can really see. I'll do it with bow stops first. And now without bow stops, so nice and smooth sound. So if you get really good at this one, it's gonna help you create really smooth bow changes, and it's also gonna help keep the dynamic even at the different parts of the bow. It's very easy to lose sound over here because the bow is very light here. So very common I see students playing détaché and then their down bows are good and their up bows are not as strong because the beginning of the sound going up isn't as good since the weight distribution is all different. Okay, so let's go to the second exercise. For this one, we're going to practice vertical motion of the fingers. And we're not really gonna make any sounds. We might make some small sounds. What we're going to do is we're going to hold the bow about 1 inch above the string with fingers really curved like this. And we're going to use only the fingers to make the bow touch the string. Like this, okay? So you see how I use my fingers, they straighten, and it makes the bow touch the string. And I'll do the opposite to lift. I'm not even using my whole arm, just using the fingers. So do this a few times. Great. Next, we're going to do a more horizontal motion, and we're going to practice string crossing at the frog. So let's start with the A and D string. We're going to do a down bow on the A string and an up bow on the D string, using only the fingers. And if it doesn't sound very nice, don't worry about it. But try to prevent this. Try not to do that. So what's going to help prevent this crunchy sound is your thumb. Check your thumb to make sure it's bent. It's actually going to help remove that excess weight. So let's do it again. the opposite. We'll do a down bow on the D string and an up bow on the A string. Alright? So you can do this on any combination of strings. We can even try a more challenging version. It'll involve a little bit of arm. We can try going from G to E. Let's see. You can do that too, so it involves a little bit of this as well. Let's go to another exercise. This one's also for horizontal motion. We're going to stick to one string for this, and we're going to play with only our fingers at different parts of the bow. So we'll start at the frog again, do A string. So as much as possible, you can probably see my arm moving a little bit, but as much as possible, try to do it only with your fingers. And see if you can get a similar sound at the point of balance. And then here, in the middle. And then at the upper half. And here. Okay. Okay, finally, now that we did vertical and horizontal motion of the fingers, now we can try Colle. So we're going to start in the point of balance. We're going to do up bow Colle first. It's a little easier, at least I think it is. We're going to start with the fingers a little bit more straight. Bow preparation is going to be like this. And before we make the Colle stroke, what you want to do is you want to get the bow stick closer to the hair, like this. And by doing that, you're actually creating tension with the string. And now we're going to add a combination of the vertical and horizontal motion and get the bow out of the string, like this. It's kind of like doing pizzicato, but with your bow. When you do pizzicato, you have to get into the string a little bit first with your finger. So you're doing something very similar with the bow. And actually for the up bow Colle, the ring finger can really help you by kind of pushing the bow a little bit towards you almost. It's a very small motion. If you only think about it, it might be enough just to think about it. So I'll do it again. So imagine that this is going to help you out. So it's a combination of things. Now let's try a down bow Colle. It's going to be the opposite. The up bow Colle, it's like you're picking something up or you're making a fist. And for the down bow Colle, it's going to be like dropping something. You're going to start with your curved fingers and curved thumb, and you're going to straighten your fingers. This is similar to the idea we had in our exercise from the first part, the very first exercise we had. Think about this. So start at the point of balance again, curve your fingers, and we end like this. Once you get good at that, at this part of the bow, you can try it in the middle, down bow and up bow. You can try it here. It's going to feel a little different, as it's going to get even a little more difficult when you get here, because you're going to feel that you need a little bit more to create that tension with the string. Okay? Great. So there you go. These are the 5 exercises, and they're a great warm-up. They take about a minute each, and I hope they were useful to you. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.